Hey everybody, welcome to the Your Life Blueprint Sound Vibrations. I'm Gandharva. We're here every day sharing the good vibes, all the vibes. Every day has a different vibe. Every day is governed by a different personality. When you find the personality of the day, you can find that personality inside of you, that vibration. That's why we do this. So today is Giver Thursday. Giver Thursday. Of course, we've spoken a lot in the past about giving selflessly and not being attached to the outcome, and that's, a lot of what the giver is about. Giver is also about attachment. Oh boy. The giver can get very attached. So, while I play the fifths, not plead the fifths, or drink the fifths, but while I play the fifths, let's have a little brief look at attachment. So if you have the giver spiritually, and hello to all my spiritual givers out there, the karma yogis, I see you. Jane, I see you. Spiritually, givers can get very attached to certain ways of thinking, sometimes especially around religion, very tight around religion. If you have the giver in your relationships, you get very attached to relationships, very attached to people. If you have it in emotions, it's a heavy feeling, it's a heavy emotional feeling, and you wind up getting attached to that feeling, even though it's maybe not a good feeling. It's a familiar one, and you get attached to that state. I know Bob has this in emotions. I know Anna has this in emotions. What if it's in desires? A giver in desires. Attachment to desires. Attachment to giving. Wanting to give more and more and thinking that that's what's going to bring that permanent peace and happiness. I have this. It's also desires for family and connection and, satsang. I have this too in my desires. It's always been a tricky thing. When I came into my desire cycle, life cycle, a few years ago, I really started craving family life. And I kind of got it for a little while in a way. And then it was a little scary. So I pushed it away for a while. Then I started to get into it a bit. And started feeling good, and but the minute I started getting into it and enjoying it, it was taken away. The universe said, aha, here's a lesson to learn about your desires. Ooh. Here's a lesson to learn about intonation. Anyway, so boom, taken away. And then I was so attached to it by then that I just held on for a year. I couldn't let it go. A year. Whew. That took a lot out of me, boy. So, I'm going to read briefly from this book by a karma yogi spiritually, a giver spiritually, Dr. David Hawkins. His amazing book called Letting Go. Letting Go. Oh man, this book helped me so much. Letting go is like the sudden cessation of an inner pressure or the dropping of a weight. It is accompanied by a sudden feeling of relief and lightness, with an increased happiness and freedom. It is an actual mechanism of the mind, and everyone has experienced it on occasion. A good example is the following. You are in the midst of an intense argument. You are angry. You are upset. When suddenly the whole thing strikes you as absurd and ridiculous. You start to laugh and feeling attached to feeling sudden and feeling attacked. Oh wait. You start to laugh. The pressure is relieved. You come up from anger, fear, and feeling attacked to feeling suddenly free and happy. Think of how great it would be if you could do that all of the time. Think about it. In any place and with any event. You could always feel free and happy and never be cornered by your feelings again. That's what this technique is all about. Letting go consciously and frequently at will. You are then in charge of how you feel. And you are no longer at the mercy of the world and your reactions to it. You are no longer the victim. This is employing the basic teaching of the Buddha, which removes the pressure of involuntary reactivity. So today, let go, whatever it is. Feel it, acknowledge it, and let it go. No matter where you have the giver, this is an effective technique, especially on Thursdays.